France withdrew its troops from Niger at the request of the country's new junta. This marks the end of years of on-the-ground military support and has raised concerns among analysts about a potential gap in the efforts to combat jihadi violence across the Sahel region of Africa. The final French military aircraft and troops left Niger by the December 22 deadline set by the junta, which had severed ties with Paris following the coup in July. The French Army General Staff confirmed this information to the Associated Press. France had previously announced the closure of its diplomatic mission in Niger for an indefinite period. Despite the withdrawal from Niger, France expressed its commitment to remain involved in the Sahel region, a vast area south of the Sahara Desert plagued by violent extremism. President Emmanuel Macron, during a visit to a base in Jordan, outlined the decision for important reconfigurations. He clarified that while France would continue to protect its interests in the region, the military presence would be less permanent, less stationary, and less exposed. Niger's junta characterized the conclusion of military cooperation with France as the commencement of a new era for the people of Niger. In a statement, the junta declared, "Niger stands tall, and the security of our homeland will no longer depend on a foreign presence." The junta expressed determination to face challenges by strengthening national military and strategic capabilities. Analysts highlight concerns about the vacuum created by the departure of French troops, asserting that it will have negative consequences for overall counterterrorism efforts in Niger and the broader Sahel region. Ryan Cummings, director of the Africa-focused security consulting company Signal Risk, emphasized that Niger was viewed as the last remaining Western partner in the decade-long fight against jihadi groups in the area. The absence of French support raises apprehensions about the efficacy of the ongoing efforts against extremism in the region. Around 1,500 French troops were engaged in training and supporting the local military in Niger. Niger had been considered a key base for counterterrorism operations in the region, especially as anti-French sentiment grew in Mali and Burkina Faso. Military governments in Mali and Burkina Faso, similar to Niger, have compelled French troops to withdraw from their respective countries. The coordinated withdrawal from multiple Sahel nations marks a significant shift in the regional counterterrorism landscape. Following the ousting of Niger's democratically elected President Mohamed Bazoum, the junta led by General Abdourahmane Tiani severed military relations with France and other European countries. Instead, the junta pursued defense cooperation with Russia. Notably, the private military company Wagner Group, associated with Russia, is already active in certain parts of Africa. However, the group's future in the region is uncertain following the death of its leader, Yevgeny Prigozhin. The shift towards Russian cooperation marks a significant geopolitical change in Niger's defense strategy. The withdrawal of foreign military missions, including French troops, is already having an impact on security in Niger, leading to a surge in the number of attacks. Analysts express concern, stating that the country has not exhibited sufficient military capabilities to fill the vacuum created by the withdrawal. Armed groups are launching strategic attacks, freely navigating the ungoverned spaces in the country. The result has been a notable increase in incidents, highlighting the challenges Niger faces in maintaining security without the previous foreign military presence. The junta in Niger has forged a security alliance with the military governments in Mali and Burkina Faso, aiming to coordinate counterterrorism operations across the Sahel region. However, the immediate impact of the French troop withdrawal is expected to be felt significantly in the Talabri region of western Niger, known to be a hotspot for extremism. Ryan Cummings of Signal Risk Consulting warns that violent extremist organizations might exploit the vacuum created by the departure of French troops to enhance and expand their operations in the region.